Hey guys, welcome back to Wheeling with Wally. Today I have a really quick video for you. I'm going to change out this little plastic PCV vent valve and the rubber grommet that goes along with it. Now I picked this up on Amazon for like 13 bucks. It came with two of the plastic pieces and two of the rubber grommets. The plastic pieces are a little bit different from each other. One is the correct one, and I assume the other one works for maybe a Cherokee or something like that. But I'll drop a link down in the description for you. So this is going to be a really quick and easy install. I'll pull you guys over here real quick and show you why I'm replacing it and what I'm doing. So right here is the one we're replacing. I've already kind of pulled mine apart. Normally this hose is attached to it and it's seated better, but I wanted to pull it apart and make sure I could get it off before I started the video. But if you look around here, you'll notice all this kind of oil leakage, and that's because I think this grommet has gone bad, or it's just old, worn, so it's letting some oil out. So I bought that to replace it, to hopefully stop it from leaking all over the top here. Okay, so like I said, I've already kind of partially disassembled it, but typically it's like this and stuck in there. All you have to do is wiggle this hose off, and once you get the hose pulled off, you can turn it away. And then to get this unseated, all I did was take a flathead screwdriver and I stuck it in between the plastic part and this rubber grommet, and I just worked it kind of twisted the screwdriver to work it up while I was pulling on the actual plastic piece here, and then I was able to pop it out. So the next thing I'm going to do is just pry this plastic grommet off, or this rubber grommet. But before I do that, I'm going to kind of wipe off some of the junk around the top here to keep it from falling down in there. So just wiping off the junk around the top here, just for when I pry this up, I don't want it to fall down into the engine. All right, with that wiped away, I'm going to take that same flat blade I used earlier, and I'm going to just kind of gently pry this up. All right, I got that off. Wasn't too bad. I just dropped my screwdriver down in the front of the grill here. That'll be fun to retrieve. Yeah, so just kind of slow and steady is how I usually get those types of things off. I don't like to pry too hard or stab it too hard. Just kind of a steady, constant pressure as I'm prying, pulling up, move the screwdriver a little farther. Kind of helps gently get something out without damaging anything. So now I'll move on to recovering my screwdriver and installing the new piece. Okay, so sadly that screwdriver is dead to me. I have grill inserts and I can't really get those out easily without possibly breaking them. And that's the only way to get in there to the screwdriver. So I'm gonna have to work a magnet in there later to get that. But back to our regularly scheduled programming here. I'm going to take the new rubber grommet and some motor oil. I'm gonna smear a little motor oil around the outside and the inside here so I can push it in there easier. It'll kind of help lube it up and slide it in, and then also kind of keep the rubber from tearing or getting caught on anything. So now this should be fairly simple to push in there. Very nice. Now, maybe a little more oil here on the top. So next, grab that new plastic elbow you have. I'll put a little oil on this too, just to help everything slide a little smoother. Hopefully, anyway. Now I'm going to try and work this guy in. Oh, that went in extremely smooth. Oh man, that feels a lot tighter than the old one felt. So now all you got to do is take this hose and push it back on there. There we go. All right, I think that's pretty much finished with that. You do have another one of these in the back of the motor, but that for me was not leaking. And real quick, I will show you the other piece that came with this, and it does not match the other one, so I will not replace the back one yet. So here's the other plastic elbow that came with it. As you can see, it's a lot different. It sits a lot lower, and then it's a lot longer as well. Like I said, I assume this goes for a Cherokee. but this one is the same as a TJ, so 4.0, it works fine with that. But it does come with 2 of the rubber gaskets, or grommets, I guess. So basically, I could really probably replace the back one and reuse the plastic elbow, because my plastic elbows were both fine. I think it was just the rubber that was leaking. But like I said, that's not leaking yet, so I'll just hang on to this and I'll have it for the next time one of these starts to leak. Well guys, I hope this quick little do-it-yourself video helped. If it did, please like the video and maybe drop a comment down there and tell me how it helped you. Other than that, if you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. I've got tons more Jeep TJ content coming out, or maybe a ton that you haven't seen yet already on the channel. I plan on doing another big trip out west this year, so I'm going to have some cool kind of overlanding and off-roading footage coming up later this year. And I'm going to do some smaller trips throughout on some weekends here and there to some Badge of Honor trails. So please think about subscribing, guys. See you on the next one.